did just what the home.
I was the black cat. I used to have bad luck. Now every girl wanna really matter that much. A college dropout and
Bye my friends, next court in the line. Watch that perspective. Complete order that you don't know it. Rank 11 already. 1, 2, bam. Watch that panorama, you know. Then you should know it. Rank 11, that means now we are really at the top spots to me personally in the year 2025. Every year or every few years, courts can change a bit, you know. Or the board, or the ring, or the vibes, or they build something, whatever, you know. And now here we are, watch that, man. I mean, that is the football field and our rank 11 is Mountains Court, in the Mountains Court. Bam, so here we are, wow, in the Mountains Court, you know. So, an absolutely one of a kind of, you know. But here, I tell you right now, and you have maybe seen it, the playability is not the best. You know, that we can say right now. There are other courts which were lower in the rankings, they are better playable. But here, it is perfect, you know, for the out view and because it is one of a kind. So watch. Here, we have this small court, you know, it is a smaller one. We have no lines in, there is only a middle line, but that was made for volleyball, you know, you see, there is an own bar where they can hang on their nets to play volleyball. And you can imagine this orange, old, red-orange floor, that is an old 90s style floor, you know. And that you feel, it is very hard, you know. And that is great, you know. These are the 90s styles, they all had this color. Always here in our city, when you experience that color and hard and looks old, this is 90s style, you know. And you see here the downsides, for example, there are those scratches in, you see that. But, you know, I have no problem with that. And then the downside, but also a plus point, is the stone wall, you know. We have an own real stone wall in here, so that means to bring the best ball absolutely not an option, because that is really rough. You see that is completely rough stone. Watch that when you see that from the near. So when a ball comes here, and that will happen, then you have a scratching that goes very quick, you know. I've experienced that. One ball which comes here, and because it is not big, then it is bam, scratched, you know. But there is also a positive thing, what I will tell you. And you see, we have the net, you know. And here we have another ring. And you have seen it, the downside is also maybe that it is a metal board, you know. That is a very loud one. And you see that has the boom boom boom, there are things in, you see. And the ring also not the best, so loud. Aluminium, the aluminium boards, you know, also here. But the height is pretty good, you know. And the other downside is it goes here down, you know. It is not wobbling, you know, or almost nothing, you don't feel that. But when you have a ball here, it always rolls down, because the whole floor goes to this side, and the ball, when you have two balls, or you don't watch, you drink something, the ball rolls here. And here now they have changed it, but a year ago or more, there was always wet thing, you know. There was earth, and that was wet, and the ball always went in the wet earth, and then you had it dirty, you know. So you always have to put your backpack here and bring the ball here that it doesn't roll, or you put it in a little bit here, you know. Then we have goals in, you know. that they can play football. Sometimes the goals are under the basket and you have to slide it away, you know. Yeah, and there are holes. There we come later. I don't know what this is because they made it new. So, but the positive things are, it is very cool to play, you know, and it is one of a kind of. I mean, watch at that panorama. I told you this, to me street ball is that you have courts and always hear ding dong, you hear it. That is also a court where you always hear the bells, you know, ding dong. And that is the next one here, ding dong. And that looks absolutely amazing, you know, such a court you will find at no other place. That is only here and nowhere else in the whole wide world. With that stone walls, with that construction, with that outview, you know, that you get only here. And that is to me the cool thing about street ball, you know. And then I can live when it is not that great playability, you know, I can adjust to it, you know. I come from the streets. I learned it in the street. There was a rusty ring, I will always tell it again, that was the same stone wall like here, you know. In such a stone, you know, they put a rusty ring, and that was our board. You know, and beside were cars, and that was the street where the cars were driving. There I learned it, and that was, boah, now we have a ring. You know, then I can adjust to such a place. That would be a dream place, you know what I mean. And so, because nowadays they normally only build the sports complexes, you know, a whole sport complex where all is in, a little skate park, a beach volleyball court, a basketball multifunctional thing with very, very soft rubber where you can almost go in, so soft it is, you know, and then it all looks the same almost, you know, and such courts, that is great, you know. And with that out view, to enjoy here, to come, boah, but you can also play very good here, you know, to train, to play. I don't need a line, a 3-point line, you know, I don't play a match, you know, so I'm not interested if I'm 1 meter more away or far. I train here, you know, and you have enough space and you can run, you know, you can jump because you have enough space, you know, you see that? There is enough space where you can go, and the good thing is the floor goes until here, so because there exists some courts where the court ends here and then it is wobbling, and there you have to be careful that you don't with your feet, you know, but here that is great, you know. And to enjoy that, to come here, or to make a morning session, or to get your head free, you come here really. That is to me the amazing thing. I mean, that is so relaxing to watch to that. And it is really in the city, you know. Mountains court, because it is a bit in the mountain, you know, we have all mountains, but it counts to the city. And I mean, in the city, such a court, that is absolutely amazing. And here it is all friendly, you know, there are only those 2 houses, and then you have to drive to this next area, and there is nothing, you know. And so here bad people never come, you know, you're quiet, and there are only friendly people, you know. I've seen a few players also here. One time I've met people from Australia, can you imagine it? The other end of the world from here. And yeah, that is absolutely great. And here, you know, it's really nice, and they have rebuilt the whole net new, you know. Now it is open because of the football players, you know, when they play, but they have all made new, you know. So that, yeah, and I've forgotten something. I mean, that they have still such a court there, that is very rare, because normally they put all such places away, you know, because they say, yeah, there are scratches in this and that, you know, and then they make this complete new sports complexes, you know, where little kids are in with the kids place and this, and you know, where all people are stuck together, and that is great. Or they build complete houses in, you know, new buildings for people to live and this and that. That is great, but all of thing what I have forgotten is we have outside also great things. We wait that this car drives away. Wait. See the basket behind? So we go out, and here we have also something, you know, a garbage, 2 garbages. It's also nice, but we have here water, you know, and that is cool. In such a place which you would never think of. Now it doesn't run because it was winter, but when it is spring, summer, then they open it up, and then you have fresh water here, and you can sit down here you know, enjoy it. I mean, that is cool, huh? To have free water beside your court, that is always great, you know, because when you don't have something, I was often here when it was so hot, you know. I mean, I could go home, it's not that far away from me, but this is always a great solution to have free water beside of you. It was absolutely amazing because it was so old net, but here it never fall out and it would be no problem, you know. But here they made this hole new that was open, and then later on they made this wood thing in the same there, you know. But I have never known for what this was, you know. I cannot tell you. I don't know. But you know, and the positive thing about the stone wall, I mean, where do you get such a thing? I mean, to play basketball on a court, you know, or street ball, call it what you want, with such a panorama, that is, wow, you find it nowhere, you know, nowhere, only here. And that is the positive thing, you know. And when you have a rubber ball, it will always come back to you, you know. It doesn't matter where you play, so you don't have to go to the ball. That is also great, you know. But choose always intelligent which ball, and that is also why I come always, my question was, what is the best ball in the world? More, and then my direction went in the other side, because, for example, what is the best ball for this court, you know? And there I tell you, it will not be a Wilson Evolution, it will not be a DF1000 or such an indoor ball. There it will be a complete other ball, the best ball, you know. And so absolutely great. I always play this side, you know, because it goes upwards. Sometimes I play this side, but there was back then a problem, because there was the net open and it goes downside, and when you had a big rebound, it could happen that it falls out, and when a car is here barking. So this I avoid it, you know. And it is really nicer to play here, but you know, also as a street ball you can train something, because when you play this court, you know, you have to throw higher, because here it goes down. That means I am here standing lower, you know, and the court is higher because it goes upwards, and here it goes downwards. And when I shoot from here, it is the other size from the feeling. You have to adjust to that, and that you can train also here, and that is great, you know. Absolutely a nice one. I like it. Very good playable, and the panorama to relax, absolutely amazing. Where do you find such a thing, you know? And so really cool. And that is our rank 11 to me, because I enjoy it. To me, really, that is my personal thing, you know. I put all together, not only the playability from a court, so my things, and that is amazing, you know. And that it was our rank 11, and then we start our top 10 courts. That will be also nice. Be surprised. Until then, bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.